5 tips to get an aviation job during COVID-19. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips to give you a competitive advantage to secure a job during these challenging times. Hi everyone, this is Andy from FlyGosh. Every single day, we can see in the news that the airlines or any aviation-related companies are laying off staff, pay cuts, unpaid leave, and it is as if everything is crashing down. By the end of this video, you will learn powerful strategies to ensure that you have an edge over other candidates. Are you ready? Tip number 1. Get out of your comfort zone. Always try to look for a job in your home country first, because as a local, you will be given priority and job security over foreign candidates. However, we also know that in this current COVID-19 pandemic, that may not be possible as even the locals are being laid off. Then you must be willing to relocate if there are any opportunity overseas. I have worked overseas myself, and trust me, the experience is very rewarding and fulfilling. Whether it's a local or an overseas job, you can't just apply via email or phone calls, but you must get out of your comfort zone to visit the office or even fly to the office overseas, of course after the lockdown. But I don't know anybody, you may say. Well, do you think that I know all my clients initially when I first started FlyGosh or when I was looking for a job last time? That's exactly what I did, and I took the effort to go to their office to find out who's in charge to present myself. Maybe you can say that I'm lucky, but to me there's no such thing as luck, but I always make sure that I'm in the right place at the right time. You can also apply for a non-related role first. For example, if you're a pilot, try flight ops or even a cabin crew, just like what I did last time. Or if you are a cabin crew, you can apply for an instructor role or any role that is most related to your experience. Important thing is you want to get in the system first. When the position that you want is finally available, do you think the company will give priority to internal staff or an external candidate? Obviously, you have an advantage here. Tip number 2, networking. In aviation, we all heard of this saying, is who you know and not what you know. The best way to start is to first look around for any job opportunity among people closest to your network. This could be your friends, ex-colleagues, customers, and so on and so forth. But you just can't keep asking people for jobs and expect them to give you what you want. You must be able to offer them value. I mean, what value do you bring to the table, such as helping them to make more money, save them costs, or make their organization more efficient? I'm not talking about stuff like buying them free lunch, but if these people are in a position or have the ability to hire people, do you think they are looking for free lunch? Obviously no, and let me give you an example. While talking to a HR director of a company presenting FlyGosh, instead, he wanted a change, and I managed to get him a job with one of my clients. Imagine when his airline has any future vacancies, who will he give priority to? Well, you get my point. Another example was while I was applying for my pilot job last time, the captain wanted his son to be a pilot, and since he's busy flying, I compiled a list of flying schools and their pricing to make his decision-making and life easier. Today, we are good friends, and he even referred many pilots to me in all my recruitment. Let me remind you that you need to be patient, as sometimes you may or may not get any favor back immediately since it takes time. But you have to be genuine. I mean, people can feel it. I'm sure you have the feeling before if a person get in touch with you genuinely or they have some intention behind their back. How many times have you experienced a friend asking you out for coffee only to find out that he has something to sell you? Regardless of whether you are getting any favor or not, make sure you maintain the relationship. The world is round, and even though someone may not be important to you today, but you never know in the future if you need any help from that person. Tip number 3, be professional. When you apply for a job, make sure you put your name and not names like 007, Dark Stallion. Hey, we're not looking for James Bond here. Keep your CV short and just put all the relevant experience related to the job, and normally a 2-pager CV is good enough, summarizing all your experience and qualifications. Do keep your application small in size. I mean, we receive candidates who send us 20 megabyte in size in their application, and that is insane. Make sure you follow the KISS format, and if you don't know what is that, yep, it is keep it simple stupid. Next, only apply for a position if you meet the requirements. The last thing you want is to piss the recruiter off taking the time to review your CV only to find out that you don't meet the minimum requirements. You may risk them blacklisting you. All they want is to make sure someone can do the job and to fit into their job culture. Be humble as well, as we have candidates who tell us that their father is a minister or even the king of Timbuktu. You know what? We don't give a damn and can't be bothered. Also, if you want to send an application, make sure you send them individually and not CC every company in your email. If not, you give them the impression that you don't care about them and just apply every single job that's available out there. Don't forget to ensure that you do not make any unnecessary requests. For example, if they ask you to attend an interview in a particular date, time and venue, just say yes. You are not the only one applying and your job is to make their life easy. And if you are lucky enough to get an interview, please avoid any negativity. I mean, don't talk bad about your airline, management is cutting your salary, laying you off and yada yada yada. Remember, it's not about the company don't like you, but since they are not flying and all their aircraft is stuck on the ground, they got no choice but the need to cut costs in order for them to survive. Before we go on to the next tips, make sure you click the like button below and hit the bell button so you are notified when we post a new video. Tip number 4. Use agencies. Why use agencies? Let me explain. When you are successfully hired by a particular company, they get commission and it is in their interest to push your application forward. Think about it, they are like your personal secretary working for you and pushing hard for your application to go through. Of course, you can apply yourself, but with so many applicants, it is very competitive and your application may not have the priority or worse, not being seen at all. As a recruiter, we always receive tons of applications and one way to give you an edge is to get yourself noticed. That's right. You may have all the experience and a perfect candidate, but if nobody knows you, it is as good as useless. So how do you get people to notice you among all the thousands of candidates? You can start by commenting in our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook to introduce yourself to us. For those who wants to deposit your resume with us, make sure you check out the link below and send us your application so that we can update you on the latest job opportunities. Tip number 5. Be proactive. What do I mean by being proactive? It basically means that you must actively go search for jobs, even though you may think there are currently no jobs available right now in the market. Hey, a job doesn't drop from the sky, right? For a start, you can check out our website at www.flygosh.com, LinkedIn, or do your research online to see if there are any company that are open for applications. By the way, we have many customers that engage us to recruit for them, so make sure you watch this video to know who they are in case you are interested to join them. Use this time as well to learn any new skills. I mean, there are a lot of courses online to strengthen your profile. Finally, with all the knowledge that you learned today, you need to take action, as knowledge alone is not enough. Remember, action plus knowledge equals to power. Alright guys, those are my 5 tips and I hope that it will help you to secure a job in this current challenging COVID-19 situation. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to click like and the bell button. Do let us know in the comment section below if you have any topic that you would like us to discuss and we shall see you in the next video.